Hello everyone, I'm Obrilis of SYNTHFOX, and today I'm going to present you the basics of our new function-generating powerhouse module, ebb and flow. After watching this basic introduction video, you're encouraged to watch other ebb and flow videos for more specific techniques and capabilities. Ebb and flow is, in fact, four separate submodules carefully crafted to both be useful on their own and combining efficiently. Ebb is a decay-only envelope with a wide time range. Flow is a rise-fall function with separate and combined control over rise and fall timings. Below them are max and min, simple yet powerful utility voltage processors. Both the ebb and the flow submodule are function generators, meaning they expect a timing signal. They are fit with comparators, so most signals will work. I'm going to use this static high gate from shift core generator and this custom cable. The gate appears on the other end when I press the button. I'm going to take the output of the ebb function and put it to the sledgehammer CV input. When I press the button, a decay-only envelope occurs. This envelope's length can be controlled with the initial ebb time setting and the associated attenuverted CV input. The time range is insane and varies from milliseconds clockwise to minutes counterclockwise. It's possible to control the resulting envelope's shape. Linear in the middle, it gets near square wave logarithmic counterclockwise and more percussively exponential clockwise. Envelope shape changes its length, and the initial time setting can be used to mitigate that. As you may have noticed, the envelope does not trigger once it goes off. No matter how many times I press the button, it will ignore any incoming gates until it's done decaying. This is because the sync input is used. The async or asynchronous gate input lets ebb get triggered while the function is still ongoing. The ing or injection input goes directly to the lag processing core of the ebb function generator, allowing for extended functional. It is covered in depth in a specialized video. Ebb can be easily set to loop using the toggle switch and the input jack combination labeled loop. The ebb timing range is insanely wide, covering from audio frequencies clockwise to minutes-long cycles counterclockwise. Looping can be externally controlled. Any moderately positive voltage will set ebb to loop if the switch is off. Ebb will start looping the moment it receives a high enough signal at the loop input. However, if the loop switch is on, such signal will turn the looping off until it is low again. The flow function also has two timing inputs, trig and gate. It has separate controls for its rise and fall sections, both fit with attenuverted CV inputs. An unattenuated both input controls both the rise and fall. Unlike ebb, flow has two additional logic outputs complementing the slope output, up and end. They indicate certain slope events. Let's patch the button cable to the flow trig input. Pressing the button makes the flow slope rise and then fall back down. The rise and fall times can be controlled independently with their settings or together using the both input. When using the trig input, the flow function will go up and then down immediately. It doesn't matter if I do a short press or if the button is held after the function has finished. The result is the same. Using the gate input, however, makes the flow behave more like a conventional attack-release envelope, suitable for keyboard-centric patches. As long as the button is held, the slope stays high. The moment the gate goes low, the slope enters its fall section and can then be retriggered. A shorter press results in flow going up and then down, like using the trig input. The up output fires a gate whenever the flow slope is going up or rising. The end output lights up when the slope finishes its cycle. The end output can be patched to either trig or gate to loop flow upon itself, producing a voltage control LFO of a wide range. not least, there are the max and min processors at the module's bottom. Each has 2 inputs and 1 output. Ebb and flow slope outputs are normal to both processors' inputs. Max selects the maximal of the 2 slope voltages then, while min selects the minimal. Max and min can of course be used on their own as completely separate units by patching external signals into their inputs. Here's an already familiar setup of flow being triggered using the button cable. Let's spice it up by patching the flow up output to ebb's loop input. Now, while the flow slope is rising, ebb will be spitting out transient envelopes. However, ebb and flow slopes have to be combined somehow to produce a more complex function. Max does the job perfectly by selecting the highest of the 2 slopes. The last part of the module I will cover in this video is the amazing Omni input. This input can be used to control all the slope timing parameters at once with a single signal. I set up a self-contained stepped slope chaosoid patch from the manual here to control the generator's frequency and character. Changing either of the 3 timing parameters on their own will inevitably alter the resulting texture. I will use LVL's right half as an offset generator and control the Omni input with it. Changing the offset easily transposes the whole chaotic commotion in terms of speed. And there you have it, the core functions of ebb and flow. The 2 slope submodules and the 2 utility voltage processors comprise a compact yet insanely malleable setup that can easily fit any situation from a classic keyboard-oriented patch to chaotic slope insanity. For more in-depth info, please watch the other ebb and flow videos on this channel. I've been Aubrey, catch you later.